There is a concept where people tend to overanalyze the course of action that they must take, where their personality freezes and does not make a definite deviating plan of action. Hi, I'm Jimi Hendrick, and this episode is called Personality Freeze on Empower You Pattern 2.0. Hi, I'm Jimi Hendrick, Success, Confidence, and Thrive Coach, and member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and founder of James Hendrick Empowerment. I believe that there are patterns to help us receive more, to help us live a better and extraordinary life. I also wish to give the spiritual and temporal tips to help you overcome the adversities in everyday life. So if you'll come with me, I will show you these patterns. Let's go. Okay, guys, it's late Sunday evening here. It's practically, well after 9:30. And I figured I would go ahead and this is not going to be released until in the morning, but I'm going to go ahead and talk about this while it's still fresh on my mind. I want to talk about the concept of analysis paralysis. I'm not sure if I ever talked about it, but I think it needs to be discussed anyhow. You might say, well, what is an analysis paralysis? Analysis paralysis is the concept where people, they overanalyze. How do I put it? They overanalyze a course of action without necessarily making a definite plan of action. And see, there are quite a few factors that determine analysis paralysis. And so I'm going to go through two that I know of. Maybe even, let's just go through three. Let's just go through three and talk about this. The first one that comes to my mind is a concept I learned called personality freeze. Now, what is personality freeze? What that is people, when they go into their mid-20s, for me, because of some of my physiological development, it was my mid-30s, where you reach a plateau. Your personality freezes, and so you tend to, unfortunately, like to look at things, from all different angles and overanalyze, and well, what about this angle and what about that angle? But yet you're not making and taking a definite plan of action. Okay? And of course, this may tie into some degree to the second reasoning. And I had my first success coaching for free with my best friend, Father Michael. She's trying to get his ministry started the best way he could, but he was describing what his struggles were. And I said, look, buddy, you have a case of analysis paralysis. And his wife's like, what's that? I said, where you overthink, you overanalyze the situation that you're dealing with, but there's no, calm, reasoned plan of action. And personality freeze is a part of that. And, well, in many ways, what contributes to that? Well, To some degree, maybe it's the people you associate with. Reactive friends. I've had quite a few in my lifetime. Brad, Jim Bob, Julie, to name a few. And they were good people, God bless their souls, but, well, I shouldn't, bless their hearts, yeah. But the only one I can take off as their soul is Brad. Brad passed away. Bless their hearts. But the thing is, they really did not know what were the important factors in the journey of success. They seem to be more, shall we say, cookie cutters in the herd. And so that in itself can cause personality freeze if you're not careful. Now, here's the second one. And this can cause analysis paralysis faster than you can say lickety split. What is it? It's plain to see. It's overwhelm and the reactive culture. And you might say, well, what are you talking about? Many times I have discussed what the reactive culture is. Social media, news media, entertainment media, pretty much puts up its daily scudgeons and sludge and skunk every day. And it's easy to get stuck in the mire of that. And so you get overwhelmed with how reactive culture is, Oh, look what's on the news here. Look what's going on with the last episode of gossip here. But you're not making a plan of action. And people that can cause some of this overwhelm, they may be good intention people, but we all know who is behind the system in this reactive culture. And I've said this a dozen times, and I'm not going to back down from talking about it. The creator of this reactive culture is no more than the enemy of our souls. Satan, Lucifer, Hasatan, In Latin, it's Satanus, It's the same person, same entity. It's the world entity. And of course, I have a political show. But there are times that I have to dial it back or take a break because it's easy to get stuck into the mire of reactivity. And I have made a vow in podcasting that I would do my best to not get stuck in that, because really and truthfully, it had become clear to me that, my listeners, they don't want to hear a bunch of reactive garbage being spewed from me. They want to hear me lift people up. And so that's why in the past, say back in 2021, when COVID was pretty rampant and stuff, and I was doing a few podcasts, my alter ego would have to take over so that I wouldn't be so, reactive. But you see, the thing is, those two, and of course, the third thing that causes analysis paralysis in my book is really not following any model for success. And when I first launched Empower Your Pattern back in 2018, I created what was known as the CAP model. Choose, act, pursue happiness. Many of you know about that. Many of you know, some of the benefits of using that model. But you see, analysis paralysis is a huge problem. It's a huge problem because it can block you from making the definite plan of action that you need. It can block you from being and having the success that you desire. Okay. And so with analysis paralysis, you tend to fart around and it just doesn't mesh. You don't succeed. And so maybe in the last few minutes I can give you some advice on what to do for analysis paralysis. What I would do is, if you want to, my link is on the main. If you're subscribed, please subscribe. My link to my website is on the main show notes. There you'll find, there should be a tab that has my contact information. Please feel free to contact me. Address is empoweryourpattern@gmail.com. I would love to sit down and go through, some complimentary coaching session with you to see if we are a good fit together in the coaching model. And of course, the other is really try to find some good mentors to help you along the way. Now, I hope you enjoy listening to Empower Your Pattern 2.0. If you like what you hear, please subscribe, become a part of Pattern Realm. It's Jimi Hendrix saying, don't just sit there and take it. Build your dreams so you can take it. Do what others don't so you can be what others want. And do what others want so you can have what others can. Choose, act, and pursue happiness. God bless you guys. You're in for some good material. Take care, guys. God bless.